Will Spencer, a seasoned British astrophysicist, peered through the observation deck of the Endeavour, his heart pounding with excitement. Athena, analyze the source of the anomaly, he instructed. His eyes locked on the swirling data displayed on the holographic screen. The AI's calm voice responded, confirmed, Dr. Spencer. The signal originates from an uncharted system. Coordinates have been set. The crew, a diverse group of international scientists and engineers, was abuzz with curiosity and anticipation. Each member had been selected for their expertise and adaptability. Dr. Maria Chan, the team's astrobiologist, was already running simulations on her tablet, her brow furrowed in concentration. Beside her, Mark O'Donnell, the ship's engineer, was tinkering with a piece of equipment, his fingers deftly moving over the controls. As the Endeavour approached the source, the crew was greeted by the sight of an ancient, derelict space station orbiting a barren planet. The structure was vast, its metallic surface scarred and weathered by centuries of neglect. Prepare for docking, Will ordered, his voice steady despite the surge of adrenaline coursing through him. Once docked, the team donned their exploration suits and boarded the alien station. The interior was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, filled with dormant systems and alien architecture that spoke of a once great civilization now lost to time. Will led the way, his flashlight cutting through the dimly lit halls, illuminating strange symbols etched into the walls. These markings, they look like some kind of language, Maria murmured, her voice echoing softly in the stillness. She took several scans, her curiosity piqued by the complexity of the symbols. Mark, ever the pragmatist, focused on restoring partial power to the station. If we can get the main systems online, we might be able to learn more about who built this place and why they abandoned it, he said, his hands moving swiftly over a control panel. With a sudden hum, the station's lights flickered to life. The team stood in awe as the alien technology revealed itself. Will approached a central console, its surface covered in intricate patterns. As he touched it, a holographic display burst forth, showing a detailed map of the galaxy with a glowing central hub. Athena, what do you make of this? Will asked, his eyes scanning the display. It appears to be a navigation and control system of immense sophistication, Athena replied. It may have the capability to influence the spatial configuration of star systems. Before Will could react, the console emitted a powerful energy pulse that reverberated through the station. The crew exchanged worried glances as Athena's voice broke the silence. Multiple unidentified vessels are converging on our location. Panic threatened to overwhelm the crew, but Will's calm leadership steadied them. We need to understand what we've activated and how to control it, he said, determination etched on his face. Maria, Mark, let's see if we can decipher this technology and figure out how to deactivate the pulse. As they worked, the first of the alien ships arrived, its sleek design and formidable weaponry a stark reminder of the stakes at hand. The crew watched anxiously as the ship's commander, a tall, imposing figure named Rylak, appeared on the main screen. Identify yourselves and state your purpose, Rylak demanded, his tone authoritative and suspicious. Will stepped forward, his voice steady. We are explorers from Earth. We mean no harm and have inadvertently activated the station's systems. We seek to understand its purpose and ensure it poses no threat. Rylak's eyes narrowed as he assessed the situation. You have activated a device of great power. This station belonged to the Arcanites, an ancient race whose technology could reshape the galaxy. Your actions have drawn attention from many factions, some of whom may not be as understanding as we are. The revelation sent a chill through the crew. They had stumbled upon a relic of unimaginable significance, and now the eyes of the galaxy were upon them. Will knew they had to act swiftly and wisely. Commander Rylak, we request your assistance in deactivating the device and preventing any further escalation, he said, choosing his words carefully. Rylak considered the request for a moment before nodding. Very well. We will aid you, but know this. The stakes are high, and failure is not an option. As the crew and their new allies worked together, the atmosphere was tense but focused. Will's mind raced with possibilities and strategies, his determination to protect his team and uncover the station's secrets driving him forward. With each passing moment, the weight of their discovery grew heavier, but so did their resolve. The Endeavour's crew gathered in the command center, the urgency of their situation pressing on their minds. Alien vessels, their intentions unclear, approached with increasing speed. Will Spencer stood at the forefront, his expression resolute. "We need to understand this technology before more ships arrive," he said, directing his words to the team of scientists and engineers around him. Maria Chun, the astrobiologist, pored over the alien symbols and diagrams they had discovered. These artifacts suggest the Arcanites used this station to manage vast areas of space. "It's a control hub, but its power is unparalleled," she explained, her voice filled with both awe and concern. Mark O'Donnell, ever the practical engineer, focused on the immediate task. "If we can stabilize the power core, we might prevent any further unintended transmissions," he said, his hands deftly adjusting the controls. The station's systems, though ancient, were slowly coming back to life under his expert guidance. As they worked, the first alien ship made contact. The Zarnthi vessel was sleek and formidable, its hull bristling with advanced weaponry. Commander Rylak's image appeared on the screen, his gaze piercing. "Humans, you have activated a relic of great power. State your purpose or face the consequences," he demanded. Will stepped forward, his calm demeanor belying the tension of the moment. "We are explorers. We stumbled upon this station and accidentally triggered its systems. We seek to deactivate it to avoid any further disruption," he explained, choosing his words carefully. Rylak studied Will, then nodded. "Very well. We will assist you, but be warned. Others will come, and not all will be as understanding as we are." With the Zarnthi's help, the crew made significant progress. They began to piece together the station's history, realizing it was designed by the Arcanites to maintain peace across the galaxy. However, its power had the potential for great destruction if misused. As they worked, another ship arrived, this time the Kroth. Their vessel was dark and menacing, and their intentions were clear. They saw the station as a threat and were prepared to destroy it. The Endeavour and the Zarnthi ship braced for combat. "We have to stabilize the power core now, or we won't stand a chance," Mark urged, his hands flying over the controls. The station shuddered as the Kroth began their assault, and the crew could feel the impact of the attacks. Will directed the crew with precision. "Maria, continue deciphering those symbols. We need to know exactly what we're dealing with. Mark, focus on those stabilizers. Everyone else, prepare for potential breaches." As the battle raged outside, inside the station, the crew worked tirelessly. Maria's eyes widened as she deciphered a critical piece of information. "Will, I think I've found a way to redirect the energy pulse. If we can channel it through the core, we might be able to neutralize the Kroth's weapons." Will nodded. "Do it." "Mark, prepare to reroute the power." The station's systems hummed with renewed energy as the crew implemented Maria's plan. The energy pulse redirected through the core, and for a moment it seemed to work. The Kroth's weapons faltered, giving the Endeavour and the Zarnthi a crucial advantage. But just as hope began to rise, the station's AI, Kronos, activated. Its voice, cold and emotionless, echoed through the halls. Intruders detected, activating defensive protocols. The station's own defenses turned against them, targeting both the human and Zarnthi ships. Rylak's voice came through the comms, strained but determined. "We need to disable that AI, or we're all doomed." Will's mind raced. "Maria, can you find a way to shut down Kronos?" Maria scanned the data. "There's a control node in the central chamber. If we can access it, we might be able to override the AI. With time running out, we'll lead a small team, including Maria and Mark, to the central chamber." The hallways were alive with automated defenses, but they pressed on. Reaching the control node, Mark worked furiously to interface with it while Maria provided him with the necessary sequences. Kronos' voice grew more insistent. "Unauthorized access detected. Defense mode activated." "Almost there," Mark grunted, his fingers flying over the controls. Finally, with a triumphant shout, he managed to override the system. The station's defenses powered down, and Kronos fell silent. The immediate threat neutralized, Will and his team returned to the command center. The Kroth, seeing the turn of events, retreated, leaving the Endeavor and the Zarnthi in control of the station. Rylak's image appeared on the screen once more. You have shown great resourcefulness, humans. We will continue to assist you in securing this station. But be prepared. Others will come, and not all will be as understanding. Will nodded. We're ready. Thank you for your help, Commander Rylak. Together, we'll ensure this technology is used wisely. Inside the alien station, Will Spencer and his team worked feverishly. The echoes of their previous battle with the Kroth still lingered in their minds, but the immediate task was clear. Stabilize the station systems and prevent further threats. The Zarnthi allies had proven invaluable, but now, a new challenge loomed. Maria, any progress on those translations? Will asked, his eyes scanning the room for any signs of trouble. Maria Chun, eyes glued to her datapad, nodded slightly. I've managed to decode more of the inscriptions. It looks like the Arcanites intended this station to be a central hub for maintaining order across star systems. They used a form of energy manipulation that we barely understand. Mark O'Donnell, his hands deep in the guts of a control panel, grunted. If we can't stabilize this thing, it won't matter what it was meant to do. We'll all be space debris. Sparks flew as he adjusted a circuit. The station shuddered, then the lights stabilized. The crew's momentary relief was interrupted by Athena's calm but urgent voice. Dr. Spencer, additional ships are approaching. Scans indicate they are not aligned with the Zarnthi or the Kroth. Will's heart sank. Prepare for potential hostilities, he ordered. Maria, we need that control node operational now. As the team scrambled to prepare, another transmission came through. This time, the screen displayed a fleet of smaller, agile ships. The leader of this fleet, an alien named Draven, appeared on the monitor. His eyes glowed with a fierce intelligence. Humans and Zarnthi, we are the Skaran. Your presence here disrupts the balance. Surrender the station or face annihilation. Will took a deep breath, stepping forward. Commander Draven, we have no desire for conflict. We're trying to deactivate this station's power to prevent further disruptions. Help us, and we can all leave here peacefully. Draven's expression softened slightly, intrigued. You speak of deactivation, yet you hold power that many seek. Why should we trust you? Before Will could respond, the station's systems flared again, Kronos' voice echoing through the chambers. Intruders detected, initiating full defensive measures. The AI's activation meant only one thing. The station was now a weapon. Mark Maria, we need to shut down Kronos now. Will shouted over the rising hum of the station's defenses. The walls trembled as energy beams targeted the Skaran ships, which began evasive maneuvers. Draven's face twisted in anger. This is your doing. We will destroy you all. No, Will cried. It's the AI. Give us a chance to shut it down. Draven hesitated, then barked orders to his fleet to hold fire. You have minutes, human. Mark and Maria sprinted to the central chamber, where the core controls were located. Kronos' voice grew louder, more insistent. Unauthorized access. Deploying countermeasures. Metallic drones emerged, targeting the team. Mark took cover, returning fire with a plasma rifle. Maria, get to the control node. I'll hold them off. Maria dashed to the console, her fingers dancing over the alien interface. Almost there. Just a bit longer. Will monitored the situation from the command center, coordinating with both the Zarnthi and the Skaran. Commander Rylak, can you assist with the drones? We need more time. Rylak nodded. Zarnthi forces, provide cover fire. The combined effort of human and Zarnthi forces held the drones at bay, but it was a losing battle. Just as the defenses seemed overwhelming, Maria's voice rang out. I've got it. Initiating shutdown sequence. Kronos' voice began to waver. Systems, destabilizing, shutting down. The The drones clattered to the ground, lifeless. The hum of the station's defenses ceased, leaving an eerie silence. Will exhaled, his shoulders relaxing slightly. Commander Draven, the AI is deactivated. We can now safely disable the station's power. Draven appeared on the screen again, a mix of suspicion and grudging respect in his eyes. You have done what you claimed. We will assist in ensuring the station remains dormant. With the immediate threat neutralized, the teams worked together to secure the station. Zarnthi and Skaran engineers joined Mark and Maria in stabilizing the power core, ensuring it would not reactivate without their knowledge. Will addressed his crew and their new allies. We have averted disaster today, but our work is not done. We must learn from this technology, ensure it is never misused, and prepare for any future threats. As the final adjustments were made to the station systems, Will Spencer gathered his team for a briefing. The room, filled with the hum of advanced technology, held an air of both achievement and anticipation. They had managed to stabilize the ancient structure and deactivate Kronos, but the challenges ahead were formidable. Commander Rylak Draven will address the holographic images of their alien allies. We've secured the station and shut down its defensive AI. Now, we need to ensure it stays that way and decide how to proceed. Rylak, the Zarnthi commander, nodded. Agreed. The power within the station is immense. If we misuse it, the consequences could be catastrophic. Draven, leader of the Skaran fleet, interjected. We must also prepare for others who will come seeking this power. The station cannot remain unguarded. Mark O'Donnell, ever the practical engineer, added. We've managed to stabilize the core, but it's a temporary fix. We need a long-term solution to prevent any accidental activations. Maria Chin, deep in thought, finally spoke up. I've been studying the station's logs and archives. The Arcanites designed this place as a safeguard, a way to maintain peace across the galaxy. If we understand their protocols, we can reinforce them and perhaps even use this knowledge to benefit all our civilizations. Will saw the potential in Maria's idea. Then that's our next step. Maria, focus on deciphering the Arcanite protocols. Mark, work on securing the station's core with redundancies. Rylak, Draven, we need your fleets to provide protection while we work. The following days were a blur of activity. Human and alien engineers collaborated to fortify the station's defenses. Scientists pored over ancient data, trying to unlock the secrets of the Arcanite technology. The crew's dedication was unwavering, each member driven by the knowledge that their work could prevent galactic conflict. One evening, as Maria pored over the Arcanite logs, she stumbled upon a critical piece of information. Will, come look at this, she called out. Will joined her, eyes scanning the intricate symbols and diagrams on her screen. This is it, Maria said, excitement in her voice. The Arcanites had a master override system, a fail-safe designed to permanently deactivate the station's power. We can use this to ensure it remains dormant. Will's eyes lit up. That's the solution we've been looking for. Let's get to work. The crew convened in the central chamber, where the master override system was located. Mark and Maria worked side by side, their expertise and synergy evident as they carefully initiated the deactivation sequence. The room filled with a low hum, the ancient technology responding to their commands. Just as they reached the final steps, the station shuddered. Alarms blared, and Athena's voice echoed through the chamber. Unidentified ships approaching. They're heavily armed. Will's heart sank. We're out of time. Mark, Maria, finish the sequence. Rylak, Draven, prepare for defense. The alien fleets closed in, weapons at the ready. Will coordinated the defense, his mind racing with strategies. Hold the line. Buy us as much time as you can. Explosions rocked the station as the attackers unleashed their fury. The combined forces of the Endeavor, the Zarnthi, and the Skaran fought back with everything they had. Amid the chaos, Maria's voice broke through on the comms. We're almost there, Will. Just a few more seconds. The central chamber glowed with a brilliant light as the master override activated. The energy pulse resonated through the station, and the hum of the power core faded into silence. Kronos' voice, once a menacing presence, disappeared entirely. Will's comm crackled. Override complete. The station is deactivated. Maria reported, her relief palpable. The attacking fleets, realizing their objective was lost, began to retreat. The station, now a dormant relic, held no value to them without its power. As the last of the attackers disappeared into the void, a sense of victory and exhaustion settled over the crew. Will addressed his team and allies. We've done it. The station is secure, its power deactivated. This wouldn't have been possible without the cooperation of all our civilizations. Today, we've proven that unity and collaboration can overcome any challenge. Rylak and Draven acknowledged his words, their expressions showing respect and agreement. The alliance they had forged, born out of necessity, had grown into something far more significant. As the crews of the Endeavor, the Zarnthi, and the Skaran worked together to repair and fortify their defenses, Will reflected on the journey they had undertaken. They had faced unimaginable threats, uncovered ancient secrets, and forged bonds that would shape the future of their galaxy. Their work here was not just an end, but a foundation for a future where cooperation and shared knowledge would lead to a brighter, safer galaxy for all.